Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News channel. We're going to talk about what coins Korea is pumping next. It looks like VET is somewhat on their list, and also IOST is definitely on their list. They've been pumping it the last 24 hours. They're still maintaining at least XRP. I don't know how much more money they put into it, but they're still maintaining the high volume at 3.3 billion, which is like probably 5-6 times what it regularly is, because regularly it would be below Bitcoin, but right now it's like 4 times what Bitcoin is. But how you can actually tell, like I said yesterday, Vechain was actually in like 17th 18th position yesterday on Upbit. Now it's all the way up in 9th position. So basically yesterday's volume back down here in 17th 18th was about 200 and something million. Now today's 370 million. So they've put a little bit more money into it, and that's why VeChain has actually maintained its price today better than other coins when like Bitcoin actually dumped. So that's the reason why. Now if VeChain pushes up all of a sudden to like, top 5, that's when they're seriously going to pump some money into it. And I think like if it actually goes into the top 5, it'll easily reach 20 cents. I mean, they're not going to pump nearly as much money as they did into XRP, because XRP has kind of like always been like one of the Korean main pump coins, and they actually do. Not really sure why, but it always has. But if VeChain, they can actually pump the volume to like 700-800 million or like 600-700 million. I think VeChain can break 20, possibly 25 cents. But if VeChain starts dropping again in ranks, that means they're not putting any more money into it, and you might actually see a retrace to about 14-15 cents. That's where I'm actually looking at, because that like it was at 14-15 cents before they actually started putting money into it. So they've only pumped it up about a penny or two, honestly, with like an extra 100 million in volume on Upbit. Remember, a lot of this volume isn't straight buys. It's basically wash trading to make it look like people are wanting it, and they put some buys actually in there. So keep a watch on Upbit to see if VeChain falls up or down, and that's probably going to determine whether it goes to like 14-15 cents or goes up to around 20 cents. IOST, they've actually been pumping a lot more. As you can see, IOST is like usually way down here in the 20s. Now it's number 4 at 662 million in volume. And this is mainly the Korean phone. It's not, this is BitTorrent, sorry, I opened the wrong one. IOST is up actually like 15.17, while most other things are actually down. And that is because Korea is actually pumping it the last 24 hours. They probably put an extra maybe 400 or 500 million into IOST. And if they actually maintain it, or if it keeps climbing in terms of volume, if it passes EOS, they've been pumping EOS as well, but I think it's EOS has been the last couple of days. If IOST like comes up to number 3 or possibly passes Bitcoin for number 2, I don't think it's going to catch up to XRP for number 1 in volume. That means IOST is going to continue pumping. If they continue to pump it, I can see them pumping IOST to 10 cents or maybe even above. If they don't continue to pump it, I can see it retrace to maybe around 5 cents. And that's the big difference that Korea could actually make. Upbit, once again, is a great chart to see like what Korea is actually pumping. There's still like Strike token, and you can see like a Thunder token, which was like pumping a lot. They're not even really like, it's not even in the like the top 10 right now. It's like number 21. And therefore, they've basically given up on pumping Thunder token, and that's why it's down 11% today. Yesterday, it went up like quite a lot because it was like number 3 in volume. Now it's like number 21. They've given up on pumping it, and that's why it's actually falling. So check out like the price of your favorite coin on Upbit, whether it's going up or down. VeChain's jumped about 8 spots, so they've pumped it a little bit, not very much. IOST has jumped up a lot more spots. They're pumping it a lot, and of course they're maintaining the pump on XRP. But hopefully VeChain will actually jump a couple of spots on Upbit, and they can actually pump it to 20 or 25 cents. At that point, it might be wise to take at least some profit and then buy back in once they actually give up pumping it. A lot of times, like the Upbit pumps generally last for like a day or two to like a week or two, and that's when they kind of like decide that they've saturated it and they're going to let it dump back down. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.